You can see my screen, right? Okay. So we have different papers. So first, what I did is I combined both of these things in one paper. So you can go through of all of these answers, and we'll try to see. We'll try to cover that what you say the worksheet which is there. Okay. So in the 25th paper, these are these questions. Like if you go here, the paper, I think, which is this one, right? So we'll go this one first, and then we'll come there. Are you able to see this, or shall I make it bigger? Complete the following line. Complete the following line from the lesson Firefly, symbol of peace. Chisato's mother hugged her. Answer? No, no, it is tightly. Hugged her tightly. It is option number B. Okay. Next one. Eventually, where did Chisato's family return to? Japan. Eventually means at the end. Finally, in the end, where did she reach to? It is Japan. Next one. Which city did Chisato's father work in? Luxian. While Chisato, her mother, and her brother Hiroshi, they all stayed in Dalian. Luxian is in like Japan, but Dalian is in like China. Okay. Who said to whom? I will always stick to you. All said to that. Okay. This. I think this question is not there. Fifth one. So we will left. We will leave that one. Next, we go to the sixth one. We have. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Raina sticks out her hand for a coin. Instead, she's handed over a box of leftover dash. Pizza. Correct. The worst type of child labor is bonded labor. It is called bonded labor, where parents what they will do when they have the debt, when they have to give money to their employer, they are not able to in a situation not able to give that money, so they will sell their children to that employer. So that kind of labor is called bonded labor, where the children have to work for many years. They won't get any money. All they get is like only food and cloth. That's all. That is called bonded labor. Just for your information. Who is the author of Before the Examination? R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is the author of Before the Exam. Who was Mani's friend? Yes, Swaminathan. Chisada's family lived in. It is China. It is China, not Laxian. Laxian is the place where her father lived, but they lived in Dalian, which is in China. Complete the following term. Have you ever seen? And there is a pair of garden dash. What do you mean by garden hose? What do you mean by garden hose? Very good. The hose means it's a pipe that you use to water the garden plants. And in general, hose means the pair of socks. So he's comparing both. So it is hose. Next one. Bharat Yatra is a part of global dash million campaign. 100 million campaign. The next one. How many maps did money draw? Four. Next one. Complete the following lines. Before the examination, Swaminathan shook himself from his dash study and copied the map of Europe. Brown study. What do you mean by brown study? Yeah, he's actually in deep thought. He's not actually studying. He's in a deep thought. Like when he sees the map of Europe, he thinks like how the small the countries of Europe are, how small they are, how cooked they are, how the people will live, how it look like. He's like lost in deep thoughts. That kind of thing is called brown study. How was Dipali? How old was Dipali when she began working? 7. Any form of dash is a crime. Child labor. And the flung spray and the blown dash and the seagulls crying. Blown what? Spume. What is spume? No, no, that is perfume water. Spume means the white foam on top of sea waves. Spume means the white foam on top of sea waves. Okay. Toad bought himself a very expensive dash water car. Chisato was carried away by dash. Current means river current, not like the electricity. It was the river current, the flow of the river. That is called current. Have have you? Yeah, the flow of water. Have you ever seen is penned down by whom? Anonymous. We don't know the author of that. Have you ever seen? So it is anonymous. Anonymous is not name. We don't know who has written it. So that's why it is anonymous. No name. No name means anonymous. ILO stands for international. So for these ones, I have prepared answers in the separate sheet. So we'll go to that one. That answers are here uh, from this one. What did Chisato's mother tell her about circumstances in which she found? Yeah. Chisato's mother told her that she was not on the river side. She was found on the road near the Dalian. On the road near the Dalian and was carried to the hospital. Okay. Next one. How was Ratty persuaded to caravan to trip with his friends? Ratty is initially not inclined to go to the trip, but he was persuaded. How? Ratty agreed to go because he could see that Mole was excited about the trip and he did not like to disappoint his friend. So actually, Ratty saw that Mole is excited to go to the trip, and since he don't want to disappoint his friend Mole, so he was persuaded to go to the trip with his friends. Next one, what do rips of the parasol mean? The rips, yeah, the answer is here. It refers to the frame of umbrella on which a cloth is placed. What is relationship between needle and the eye? Eye. So in the have you ever seen poem? The author says that will the needle of an eye blink? Needle of an eye means the hole through which you insert the thread. That is called eye of a needle. Does it blink? Does it ever blink? He's asking. He's interrogating. Does it ever blink? Like we humans have eye, we can blink it. Like we can close and open it. That is blinking. We blink it, but the eye of a needle, will it ever blink? He's asking. So that hole at the top of the needle through which you insert your thread is called its eye. So that is the relationship between needle and the eye. Next one. What is the next question? Why does Kumari need to work? Yes, yes, she needs to support her family. That's why she needs to work. Okay. She's 7 year girl. She works in a stone company, and she has two sisters and one brother. Her father is a polio patient. He cannot work, so she and her mother works because they have to support their family. Next question: how many million campaign was this one? What is how many? Yeah, how many people participated in Bharat Yatra? 100 million people. What 1.4? 100 million people participated in Bharat Yatra. Next one. What does the poet wish to do after his duty is over? This question comes in the last one, which is what is that one? Uh, sea fever. So poet wishes to sleep and dreams sweet dream after duty is over. He wants to go to sleep and dream sweet after his duty is over. So that is the answer. Next question. Firefly symbol of peace adapted from which one means? means it is adapted when fireflies glow. Fireflies, symbol of peace, adapted from which one? Fireflies glow. Yeah, it is a book. That is a book. Next one. What is Russia earlier known as? It is known as Soviet Union. And from have you ever seen what you can learn? From have you ever seen we can learn that we can have fun and enjoy ourselves when learning a language. We learn the important lessons that we can have fun and enjoy ourselves while learning a language. Next question. What measures does the NGOs take? Right? That is the question. Yeah, yeah. Here is the answer. Correct. Here is the answer. Several NGOs work tirelessly to provide support for children's welfare. So this is one NGO. Save the Children is one NGO. It has reduced infant mortality, chronic malnutrition in children, and child trafficking, increased primary and secondary education. Then there is another NGO, the Miracle Foundation. It has been providing children with education and protective services for over 20 years. And finally, there is an NGO by Kailash Satyarthi. Kailash Satyarthi is the Nobel Peace Prize laureate. He received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004. So he started one thing called Balamitra Gram and Balamitra Mandal. And he's reaching out to vulnerable children in rural and urban slums through his programs. So these are all NGOs. What are those? Save the Children, the Miracle Foundation, and Balamitra Mandal and Balamitra Gram by Kailash Satyarthi. Next one. What effect did the approaching exams have on Swaminathan's friend? This is important. Worried and tense. Worried and tense. All Swaminathan friends were worried and tense. Shankar is no longer smiling. P is one girl. She stopped responding to jokes and she is also not cracking any jokes. Otherwise, normally she cracks jokes and she laughs on jokes. She stopped responding to jokes. And Rajam is one another boy who came to school, took down the notes, everything in the class, went in the first hour and finally left the school in the last hour after the last hour is over. Went to school when school was over. And then finally, Mani took every opportunity to clear his doubt with his Shankar, with his friend Shankar. So these are the answers why the approaching examination has on Swaminathan's friend. This is written by uh, mm, who wrote this one? Swaminathan. This one, R.K. Narayanan. Very good. Next one. The question is this one. What it says? Yes, the forest of life. Many fireflies were flying. It was beautiful forest. A talk with the forest. Who said these lines to whom? Why there were many flies? And according to story, why did the forest speak to the speaker? So the answer is this one. No, Chisato said with her mother. Chisato is the speaker. She's a young Japanese girl. She is separated from her family in the childhood. She was talking to her mother. These are the words spoken by Chisato. Next one. Why there were many fireflies in the forest? No, normally you can say there were many fireflies flying because it is a forest, and in the forest there are normally so many fireflies. That's why they are flying. Okay. So that is the answer you have to tell, or you can say the fireflies gets attracted to the sensible hearts, and since Chisato has a very good heart, they attracted to her. Like that, you can say. Next question. According to the story, what did the forest say to the speaker? Yeah, this is the answer. The Forest of Life told her a lovely story. It spoke about how gentle hearts, when they gather, every place in the world, it can change into a forest of life. Means that life where it is peaceful. Everywhere there is a peace and harmony, and it can bring peace among the people. Why did the listener think that the speaker had been dreaming? Who is the listener here? Yeah, Chisato's mom. Why she thinks Chisato is dreaming? Because all of what Chisato told her mother seemed so unreal that she thought that her daughter had been dreaming. That is the answer. Next one. The rat hated disappointing people, and he was fond of the mole. Okay. Though still unconvinced, he allows his good nature to overcome his personal objection. What was Rat unconvinced about? What qualities of Rat do you know from these lines? And what were Rat's personal objection? Rat is unconvinced about traveling in a caravan with the toad for a holiday because he's not convinced, because that trip is not planned and he is not convinced. He don't want to go, and he also thinks that toad can take advantage of that rat. What were Rat's personal objection? The Rat's personal objection include his lack of desire to go on unplanned trip, and the mole and he was aware that Toad would try to take advantage of his good nature. So because of these things, he don't want to go to the trip with the Toad. These were his personal objections because he don't want to go on an unplanned trip, and he know that Toad can take advantage of his good nature. So that's why he don't want to go there. So these are all his personal objections. Why he don't want to go to the trip? What qualities of rat do we come to know from these lines? So even though he is not interested to go to the trip, he sees that his friend the mole is very excited to go to the trip. So for his sake, he went to the trip. From these lines, we learn that rat is a good-natured, unselfish, considerate of others' desires and wishes, and a good friend, and hates to disappoint his friend. He does not like to disappoint his friends, and he is unselfish, he is good natured, and he is considerate of others' desires and wishes. Okay, he is unselfish, he is good natured, and considerate of other wishes and desires, and he hates to disappoint his friends. Finally, it says that Rat regretted his decision. Give reason. Yes, he regretted his decision because when he saw that Toad refused to do any work or worry about something getting home, the responsibility and inconvenience of looking about after the horse and getting their friends to their home, everything fell on him while Toad dreamed of owning a new car. He's just dreaming of new car, but the other things like doing the work and taking responsibility of taking all his friends to their homes, this all fell on him. Looking after the horse fell on him. So that is why he might have regretted of going with the trip with the toad and the mole. Next one. While their nimble fingers earn thousands for the factory owners, the work takes a terrible toll on the health of the children. Who are the children being spoken about? These are the children who are working as child laborers, who have been sold into bonded labor to pay off their parents' debt. Okay, those are the children. What kind of jobs are they employed in? They are employed in jobs such as rolling BDs, cutting gemstones, manufacturing firecrackers. These are all harmful jobs. So these are all the jobs where the children are employed in. Why are the children employed in such jobs? Children are employed in such job because their nimble fingers can become like the skill. Adapt means skill, but doing this type of repetitive work, also they cost less and they are easy to control and can be beaten to submission. Children Paying children is the employers can pay the children less amount. The same work is done by elder person, they have to pay more amount, so they cost less and also they are easy to be controlled. The employer can't control the adult person, but he can control the children, and he can also beat him to submission. If the child does not listen, he can beat him and make him to work. So because of all these things, the children are employed in such jobs. This is the answer. Next one, there is one more thing. I don't know the question, but this is the answer. Next one. Please tell me, sir, what questions are coming for exam? Who is the speaker and whom this? Money is the speaker, and these are words spoken to his school clerk. Okay. Mention any two tips given by the speaker. The tips given are: money should pay particular attention to geography, practice map drawing a lot, and in maths or arithmetic, make it a point to solve at least 5 problems every day. These three things he has to do: pay particular attention to geography, practice map drawing a lot, and solve maths problems at least 5 in a day. Next one, why did the speaker say these words? Because money makes so much flattery. Like he praises the clerk so much, like the clerk is moved by his flattery. So because of that flattery, he gives these useful tips. So by judicious flattery of money to the clerk was moved to give money some valuable hints, in spite of the fact that he don't know what the first form text were. He don't know exactly what the questions were, how, which are coming or not. But he gave the useful tips because he was moved by the flattery which money did to the school clerk. Flattery means praising. He said that you are the school clerk. If you don't know these questions, who else will know? Like this kind of flattery he has done to the school clerk. And the school clerk is moved by these words. So he gave these tips, even though he don't know that what the questions were. Next one. I must go down to the seas again to the vagrant gypsy life. So name the poem and the poet. The poem is Sea, John Masefield. What kind of life does the poet want, and where does he hope to find? Yeah, he wants to lead a vagrant gypsy life of freedom. He hopes to find this life sailing through the seas. Next question. What quality does the wind have? What poetic device used here? The wind has been compared to sharp knife. It is compared with a sharp knife because it blows hard and cold. You never know when it is like cold and when it blows very fast. It blows hard and cold, suggesting that the poet is willing to face hardships. He wants hardships means difficulties. The poet is willing to take difficulties in life, so he's comparing that wind with the knife which blows hard and cold, and the device used here is the smile. Right? Am I right here? Answer please, yes or no. Yes. Next question. Can the garden plot be deep and dark? What is the sound of the witch's bar? So here he's comparing, he's using homograph. So that homograph is called the plot. Here garden plot means a piece of the garden land. And plot can also means that wicked plan. That wicked plan is basically deep and dark. Dark means secret. It is deep and secret. So he's comparing both those things. Can the garden plot be deep and dark? Normally garden plot means piece of land. It cannot be deep and dark. So he's interrogating, he's asking, can it be like deep and dark, like the normal plot? Normal plot means a wicked plan. And the sound of witch's bark. Witch's bark again means witch is like one bird, and bark means it is like coo 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 it does. That kind of thing is called witch's bark. Also here, witch means one tree, and bark means the trunk, the branch. So he's telling what is the sound of tree's branch. Tree's branch does not have any sound. So he's comparing that with the bird's bark. So that is the thing. The poem is, have you ever seen by Anonymous? The line, can the garden plot be deep and dark? So here is the answer. That's what I told in the entire thing. Here the author is talking about homograph plot, which can be like a garden line, or that plot can means a wicked plan to do something bad to others, which is deep and dark, which is secret. So he is asking or interrogating, can the garden piece of land or garden plot be deep and dark as a wicked plan? No, it cannot be. Garden plan plot cannot be deep and dark as a plot, which is a wicked plan. So he's comparing. The same thing goes with the witch's bar. I did not see this one, but witch's bark means two things. Witch means one bird, and bark means it is making some sound. Witch also means one tree, and bark also means the branch, the branch of the tree. Does it make sound? He's asking. Normally, bird makes sound, but the tree branch or tree, the outside of the tree covering, it will not make sound. So that is what it is. Next one. The poet uses homographs to ask questions throughout the poem. How does this make the poem humorous one? Humorous means the fun. The poet uses homograph in order to set puzzles and confuse the readers. But the reader can solve these puzzles easily by realizing that homograph is referring to different things. Just now I told. Here garden plot means it is a piece of garden land, or this plot can also mean the wicked plant. It can refer to different things. The reader can easily distinguish those things. But the reader can solve the puzzles easily by realizing that the homograph refers to different things and have a good laugh at the same time. So he's having the laugh also. So he said, now how this make this poem humorous one? The reader knows that he is comparing different things and he can laugh to that particular interrogative question. Next one. We have these questions in this whatever that are there in the 24. I will come to that paper also, but learn these questions and then we go to that paper. Describe the strange event which occurred in the forest of life. The strange event that happened in the forest of life was that fireflies had shown Chisato to many scenes, such as a train running swiftly, means very fast, the young boy being friendly with her stepmother, and the forest had told her a story, and children from all over the world are waving their hands in the night sky, from the night sky. This is the story, strange event that happened in the forest life. How was Ratty persuaded? Are you there? Or like, did I miss? You're there, right, everyone? Yes, yes, yes. So where are we? Oh, yeah. How was Ratty persuaded to go on a caravan trip? Ratty agreed to go as he could see that Mole was excited about the trip and he did not like to disappoint his friend. Okay. What information did Ratty found out about the toad next day? Ratty found out that the toad took early morning train next day and he ordered a large and expensive motor car. What does the poet now observe about the butterflies she failed to do as a child? Chisato is the author, is the poet, thought many times that the forest of life might be a dream. How did Chisato describe the life of forest to her mother? Chisato described the forest life as a beautiful forest with many fireflies flying around. She imagined that she had conversation with the forest. She imagined that she has conversation with the forest and it has many fireflies flying around. Beautiful forest with many fireflies flying around. This is how she described the forest of life to her mother. I came to the plant at 8 in the morning and leave at 5:30. The speaker is a 7-year-old Kumari. So he's the speaker here. The speaker is a 7-year-old Kumari. She goes to a stone plant every day where she works long hours. Next one. What is the Kumari's job? Kumari's job is carrying rocks on her head in a tin basket. She puts the rocks in a machine that crushes them down into fine powder. But this is a dangerous work, and she should be studying and playing instead of doing that work. Okay. Kumari needs to support her. The question is why Kumari needs to work? Because she needs to support her family. And next one is Kumari is perhaps angry and tired. The question is why is Kumari angry and tired? Kumari is angry and tired and wants to live like a carefree, like other children. Like you children are there, you are living carefree life. Carefree means tensionless life. You don't have any tensions. You just have the tension of exams. Apart from that, you don't have any tension. That is carefree life. She wants to live that carefree life like other children. She knows there is no hope of good future for her. So she speaks in a flat voice. She knows that there is no future for her. So she is very dull and she speaks in a flat voice. Here, this one. While the nimble fingers earn thousands for the factory owners, the work takes a toll on the health of the children. Who are these children? These are the children who have been sold as a bonded labor. And where are they employed? They are employed in harmful jobs such as rolling biddies, cutting gemstones, and manufacturing firecrackers. And children are why children are employed? Because their nimble fingers can become adept at these things. Also, they cost less, they are easy to control, and they can be beaten into submission. And children work in closed places exposed to other harmful chemicals. So these are all the question and answers from the this one. So we go to the, what do you say, the previous paper. The questions I covered here only. If you want, I will share this, what do you say, the file in the group. Next one. How did you now you dear old ratty? Who said these words? Hello. Meeting हो गया क्या? Who said these words? You dear old ratty. To whom he said? Ratty. Who was Daisaku Ikeda? When was Daisaku Ikeda born? Who is Daisaku Ikeda? Yeah, she is the author of Fireflies Writer. Very good. Buddhist philosopher. This one is not there, Omid. There was a time. The next one, I think this is there. The fourth one. Okay, we go to the next one. First question is not there. Second is this is not there. This is not there. This one is there. Mole ratty, the water meet by the riverside. Mole and ratty meet by the riverside. That is the answer. Eventually means finally, in the end. Chisato's family returned to Japan. What do you mean by eventually? Means finally, in the end. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh were once country partitioned in. When they were partitioned, 1947. Yeah, you don't get it. So omit that one. 14 is also 14 is that is also not there. This is also not there. 13 is also not there. Omit. 14 not there. Omit. 15 you see. Chisato, her brother and mother were in Dash, which was attacked by enemy planes. Freight train means what? Yes, that is called freight train. Train which carries goods, not passengers. There are two types of train: passenger train and freight train. Passenger train carries passenger. Freight train carries the goods. Okay. Next one. Who was Chisato's brother? Hiroshi. There is real life for you. Sorry. Where is that one? Uh-huh. Okay, you do one thing. You send that question screenshot in the group. I will try to answer at after this class. Okay. Is it okay for you? Hello. After this class, you send that screenshot, that question of that screenshot. I will try to answer it in the group. Okay. There is a real life for you, embodied in the little car, the open road, the dusty highway, the rolling downs. Who said these words? Yes. Next one. So these questions, everything are there in the that one, but this is see these answers. Name the famous artist who drew the poster World Peace Cross. Congress is Pablo Picasso. Name the other fireflies. Daikazu Ikada, born in Tokyo in 1928. You remember all these things. So these questions, for all these questions, the answers are there. This is there. Name the author of chapter Open Road, Kenneth Graham. You remember O? Yeah, O and K. Just remember OK. Open Road, Kenneth Graham. Then what did the mole see when he explored the toad's new caravan? This is important question. And cattails. Yes, that is the answer. For remaining all of these things, there is an answer that I have given in that file. I will share that file. And for the remaining, the answers are here only. See, me complain of that beautiful heavenly vision. Who said these words? Toad said these words to mole and rat. What heavenly vision is? That is motor car. It is shown he's dreaming of, like he's dreaming, dramatic and foolishly enthusiastic. It shows. What course of action the speaker did after this incident? He just saw, he was just staring at that car. Okay. And for this, and he's saying just poop poop, which the car makes. And for this one, the answer is there in that file. So this is the previous year paper, and I think there is one more. Yeah, but these are not there. Okay. So there is one more, I think, that is this one, I guess, or this one. We'll see which one is it. This one. What do fireflies symbolize? Peace. Who is the poet of the poem? Have you ever seen? Anonymous. Where did rat and mole find their fishing the next evening? No, river bank. The side of the river bank, on the bank. At what age did Deepali Kher start working with her mother? Yeah, 7 years. You need to choose this order. The first one will be I will be always sticking to you. That is D. And the next thing comes wayfarers bid them good day. A. Uh, yeah. The next evening, the rat. So I think it is D A C B. The first one. D A C B. Yes. So this question is answer is there. I have given already. This one is not there. Bharat Yatra. What is Bharat Yatra? Who started it? Hmm. Yeah, it is a march of 11,000 square kilometers across 22 Indian states. Kailash Satyarthi is a Nobel Peace Prize laureate. He received Nobel Peace Prize in 2004. He started it. Who is participating? 8 lakh people. How does the concept of modern slavery? You just Google this answer. I did not find this answer. You try to Google this. What are the implications of understanding our freedom and human rights? And then this is not there. Oh, okay, this is there. Huh? Meeting ended. Okay, you say shall we say join meeting? The join करना होता स्टार्ट करो. Hello all. Can you hear and see my screen? Okay, good. So where are we? We are here, right? Yeah. Who is participating means 8 lakh people. And then another favorite problem began to tease him. How did man becomes shape of the country? Is this one is there? Who was thinking about these thoughts? Swaminathan was thinking about this. What were many things he was puzzled about when he opened the atlas? Correct. Very good. Very good. He was puzzled like how the small country like Europe, how crooked it is, how the people would look like. So he got all of these kind of thoughts when he opened that class. When he asked, when asked if he knew they were getting for examinations, Swaminathan knew nothing outside of course. Do you think this is true even today? Is this a good way to test learning? He's telling nothing comes out of outside the covers of textbook. Means you have to learn something outside of the covers of textbook. Not only what is there in the textbook, out of there also you have to study. That is what it means. If gentle hearts which care for life gather together, no matter which country, who said these words and to whom they were said? No. Chisato's mother said to Chisato. The answer is Chisato's mother said to yeah. No, 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 no. See the question. Who said these words and whom they were said? Chisato's mother said to Chisato. These are all words said by Chisato's mother to Chisato. How did the speaker relate light of life or to the forest of life? This you can critical think and you can write, but not this one. This also, yeah, you just do the critical thinking. There is answers that is given in worksheet. You just go through those things. Next one. I must go name the poet and the poet. Yeah. John Masefield and Sea Fever. Write few lines about the poet. Yes. Yeah. Both you have to write. What he's trying to say in the poem and what he is actually. You have to say John Masefield is like a British poet who was born in, I think, some year. Wait, I will tell. Yeah, just one minute. Yeah, he was born in 1878. 1878, 1878, a British novelist, playwright, and a poet. Some description about that one, and then you can tell about like these lines, what it relates to that one. You can tell both. How does the speaker longing for the sea reflect a sense of escapism and connection with the future? So this is critical thinking question. You have to think and write. I don't know answer, just check it. Last one. Have you ever seen a sheet on riverbed or a single hair from hammer's head? Name the poem. Have you ever seen? How is the river and sheet related? Correct. He is comparing riverbed and the normal bed sheet. Okay, riverbed means the base of the river. That base of the river does not require any bed sheet. But on the bed, you need a bed sheet. So he is comparing both of these things. Does the river need a bed sheet? He is asking. No, it does not need the bed sheet. But the bed needs the bed sheet. So in a way, he is comparing the bed sheet and the river bed and saying that the river does not have any sheet. The river's bed does not have any sheet. So in this way, he is relating both of these two things. This kind of thing is called homograph. Next one. The poem asks if a needle ever winks its eye, if rake's teeth ever going to bite. So you can do the critical thinking and why they are funny. The same thing applies. What now I told to river bed and sheet is the same thing applies here. Okay. Anything left? This one? So this is peace. This is John Messerfield. No, sorry, this is anonymous. Then next even Riverbank, 7 years, DACB. Then these things. Okay. So what I will do is I will stop the recording here and I will post this in the group. Just go through it. Right? Okay. Bye. Prepare well. We'll take again on Saturday and Sunday for maths. I will take it. Okay? No, I won't take Marathi and Hindi. All other things except Marathi and Hindi I will take. Bye.